looking inside with a bit of light, there look to be some sort of large mutant crustacean-like creatures all gathered up on the inside. Not entirely certain of the number, just a series of what look like claws and armor and barnacles. And backing away, you all just set yourselves on the ocean floor about 50, 60 feet away from the base doorway. And that's where we left off. So, Mighty Nine, let's go ahead and roll initiative.
Oh shit, I'm just getting in it.
I forgot how to play.
I know, I did too.
Fight!
Initiatives, 25 to 20.
22.
21.
22.
Whoa!
Damn.
Look at all of us. I hate going out.
This tastes like Salisbury steak.
Why you eat a hamburger with a fork and knife?
It's really
Are
messy.
you a communist?
It's really messy.
20 to 15. 15 to 10.
12.
11.
11.
And Yasha rolled a 7.
We haven't been attacked yet. We just heard a commotion inside.
Correct.
Okay. Okay.
It's such a benign correct.
Okay.
Sure, nothing wrong here. In the middle of initiative.
Nott and I will get in position, flank the door, and hold our attacks in case something runs
If we
out.
can get that far. Okay.
So as you guys kind of slowly bound along the sea floor, your feet gently pushing into the silt, soft against the base of your foot, you both kind of flank around each side of the open doorway, preparing yourselves for any sort of physical interaction. There's a faint pause
Oh, Jesus.
as you're holding back and preparing your spell. You watch as two kind of elongated bluish-green hands kind of peer through some sort of a humanoid-looking creature, but its skin somewhat of a deeper bluer tint than perhaps the fish humanoids that you had battled on the way in. You see it kind of peeks through and glances out towards those of you that are currently still visible across the way. Its face humanoid, eyes kind of a dull, sunken, yellowish green color, but where its mouth is, you can see it's like this kind of two flaps of skin that kind of fold in. It's almost like a central mouth that is vertical. Ooh. Kind of peeks out. You see almost like rubbery, dark tendrils that pull off of its head like a thicker predator, just beyond the interior.
Inside?
On the inside, yes.
I was scared and frightened.
As it peers through, its jaw opens up, splits open. You can see immediately 2 rows of teeth on the inside, and the bony projections that kind of hold it open. It kind of gives it this almost like 6-foot wingspan of open jaw to each part. It gives this dull scream, this like screaming noise as it begins to dart forward. Nott and Bo, who are holding actions, go for it.
Natural 1.
That'll
Happy
do it.
2019.
Casting haste on Nott if I saw her attack.
Correct.
I rolled a 26 to hit.
That does hit.
25 points.
25 points of damage.
Yes.
Darts past Bo. Bo swings, but just goes wide. No impact with the staff. You, however, use that moment. Watch as the bolt from the crossbow sinks into its chest. It braces it, but keeps darting forward, using the rest of its movement to go.
I turn to the group and I go, one's coming your way.
Yeah, we fucking see it.
I turn to the group and go, ah!
Right as its voice and screams out this high-pitched, 3-toned whine.
Want to hear the most annoying sound in the world?
Bo, the rocking pain in your head causes your vision to go white and your muscles kind of seize up, and you are stunned for the next round. Caleb? 15. You just barely managed to shrug it off, no issue. Not?
6.
6. And your scream just immediately cuts to a halt as your lungs hold in place. Jester? Natural 1. You as well. Find yourself doubling over here, your feet pulling up towards your chest as you kind of float and drift to the side, just clutching yourself.
I'm gonna fire off 2 Eldritch Blasts at his bitch ass.
Go for it.
And a 15.
15 does hit.
10 points of Eldritch Blast damage.
So as you kind of sit there grasping at your head, you can like taste iron in your mouth, just mingling with the ocean.
Bit my tongue.
Wow, I see how this is going. I'm going to cast Bless.
The doorway that was right there, you watch as something kind of Claude tries to pull through and then shoves into it. You watch as the stone around the entrance kind of breaks open and the entryway opens slightly. You see this large crustacean-like entity that has heavy, like pincer claws. This face just kind of descends into tendrils. These like tiny little tentacles that writhe and curl under its mouth. You also watch as another one.
What?
Skitters up to the top. And another one from the inside.
No, not cool.
No, God! No, God, please, no! No!
Next up, Bo is going to go ahead and take 2 strikes at you with its pincers. That is a 24 to hit, 16 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh!
And you are grappled, 18 to hit, miss.
Yep.
Yeah.
Class is 19.
So,
Bracers!
as you pull back, even though you're stunned, it grapples you with one hand. However, you are grappled, so it's going to go ahead and use its tentacle attack on you as well. So you need to go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw.
21 plus a 4 from Bless, so 25.
25. And whatever toxin that it's trying to release and pour into your system doesn't actually find purchase within your internal body. So that's their turn. That brings us to Yasha.
And she will unleash 2 swipes with the magician's judge. With her bonus action, she would like to rage.
There you go.
Thank you.
Good, remember it.
18 to hit.
18 hits.
First one hits, and the second one, 19.
Also hits.
Great. 15 points on the first one, 8 points on the second one of slashing damage. 10 points. Add 2 more on that. I forgot the.
Sword, while still resistant against the water, manages to strike twice and carving into this creature who had already taken the blasts from the other members of your party. You watch as the blood around it begins to fill the area with this kind of dark blue, purple, crimson. Bo and Knot, you're up.
We're stunned.
Stunned and we're stunned, right?
Yep. So that's your turn. You're no longer stunned. Bring us to Caleb.
Sucked.
Free to hear and fire off magic missiles at this one by Yasha at a level 2. It's 12 points of damage.
Starts trying to back away as the missiles through the water, kind of carving these little paths of bubbles behind him, slamming to each side. It just kind of drifts there, lifeless in the water next to Yasha.
Oh, amazing!
Oh, wow.
1 down.
Amazing.
Okay,
I gotta remember
okay.
Gotta remember it.
Ford, you're up.
Oh shit, that's already me?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
It's okay, it's okay, it's okay.
Yeah. And I will again throw 2 Eldritch Blasts. 26 to hit on the first one, and the second one is a 19.
Both hit.
14 on the first one, 13 on the second one.
That ends Ford's turn. Jester and Caduceus, you guys are up next.
For my bonus action, I'm going to cast spiritual weapon. I'm going to cast spiritual weapon!
Yeah.
And it's going to attack the one that is close to the wall. What do I add anything? Why do I forget how to play?
It's been a few weeks.
It's been a few weeks.
So, 15.
15, that hits. No, it doesn't. It just misses. Oh, shit. Sorry. It manages to hit the side of its body and then scrape off of its hard armored exterior.
That's okay, I'm going to cast Sacred Flame at it.
Same one? That is going to be a 7.
Yay, it hits!
Go roll
Go fuck
damage.
yourself, crab.
I missed this.
8 plus 4, 12.
Seems to kind of just shrug it off. That ends your turn? You gonna stay where you are? Yeah. All right.
I'm going to use my bonus action to throw a quick healing word at the bow. I'm going to hold a, what is it called? Path to the Grave until Yasha attacks.
All right. Ending Caduceus's go. It's their turn.
Oh boy.
Did you focus it on one guy or on?
And then,
There's another one.
Through the doorway here.
Oh god.
He was just hanging out, slow playing that shit.
Going to attempt to move past Bo, which Bo, if you want to take it, even though you're grappled, you can take your attack of opportunity to stop it.
24.
24 hits, go and roll damage.
6 damage.
So we have 2 of them that dash down, swimming through the water, just kind of curling through the water, and then 2 stuck on Beauregard. So you are grappled by the first one.
Beauregard.
There you go. It's going to make 2 pincer attacks and tentacles against you.
I'm stuck on Beauregard, Bo is stuck on me.
A natural 4 and a natural 2. It's going to be a 10 and an 8. The other guy swings around after being impacted by you and make 2 pincer attacks against you as well. Natural 20 and natural 19. Not even joking. 13 points of bludgeoning damage, 22 points of bludgeoning damage. And I need you to make another Constitution saving throw. As this one, you managed to dodge and pull away from the first one, barely noticing the other one come up from behind, clasp on you and grapple you. You're now grappled by each of them. They're both kind of, one of them has you by the torso, the other by the legs, and they're almost pulling you in half.
Oh, God.
As it gets another claw onto the side and it reaches in its tentacles, begin reaching towards your shoulders. What'd you roll?
14.
That's okay. You managed to resist the toxins. You managed to just pushing back and forth. Both of their heads are like pulling towards you. It's closing in your space, and all you see is a smattering of claws, angry alien faces, and what looks to be red filling the water around you. Your own. That finishes their turn. Yasha's up.
And she's gonna reckless against these some sums of bitches.
You guys.
18 to hit.
18 hits.
23.
All right, so roll damage for the first attack, which is doubled because the creature's vulnerable because of Caduceus.
17 times 2.
34 points of slashing damage against the first.
12 points of slashing damage for the second one.
So as it swims down and lands, Yasha just carves into it, ending her turn, bringing us to the top of the round. Bo and Knot, you guys are up.
Night.
I'll go first.
Okay.
And we got to get you out of this grapple.
So, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
It's okay, just my teeth.
Oh, buddy.
Oh no, he's had the worst luck. I'm going to cast Phantasmal Force.
12 minus 3.
Okay,
9.
good. So they fail. With the image that they see and feel is that of a tiny goblin girl jumping on its face and biting it in the eye. So they suffer 3 points of damage, and they have a goblin on their face. I will now attack the other one with my Tinker Top Bolt Blaster.
Go for it.
17 to hit.
17 hits. 33 points of damage in one strike. Nice. A little bit of cloud of blood kind of pulls off it and kind of looks over in your direction.
And then I will very conspicuously bonus action fire again.
Oh.
Another 10 points of damage.
Nice. And it looks back in your direction with the second bolt. Now there's like 2 of them sticking out the side of its face. All right, that ends your turn.
Greta just starts swinging wildly from where she is.
But add 4. No.
It's 1.
First swing just snaps onto its armor. Your knuckles kind of crack in the instance, and you feel sharp pain through your wrist.
119.
19 hits. Go ahead
Okay,
and roll damage.
okay. 9 damage. I'm gonna spend a key point to do stunning strike, for the love of God.
All right. Natural 4, 7. It
Stunned.
does stun. Fist right underneath the jaw causes part of its throat to collapse inward, and it's, at the moment, not sure where it is.
Yeah, I'll do patient defense. So I'll look at the other one and just kind of grab his claws and just stare him in the eye.
Okay. All right, that ends your turn, Bo. All right, Caleb, you're up.
And I'm going to cast Magic Missile at level 4.
4th level magic missile.
22.
Each one impacts. You watch as the shell kind of darkens from the blasts as all 6 bolts.
Oh my god.
You just full on Robotech style missiles. Into the
Fire everything!
That's the end of my turn.
All right, now it's their go. The one that is still holding Bo releases her and begins scrabbling towards its face. Natural 20, critical hit on nothing. As it's striking out in the direction of its face, trying to clear this little goblin off of its...
The target rationalizes any illogical outcomes from interacting with the phantasm.
So it's just a quick little goblin.
I love that they wrote it out that specifically.
Yeah. It's now like, fuck it.
Got it.
And it,
That makes sense.
there we go.
I buy that.
This is me rationalizing its rationalization.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
But you managed to get her free of the grapple.
Did he
buy
move
that.
out of my melee range?
He did.
Pop, pop. Yeah, I rolled a nat 1 and a nat 20.
Oh.
So he moves.
So he does move. So Ford, you're up.
I'm gonna take 2 swings with the Summer's Dance Falchion. That's like 37 without that.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. 20.
20 hits.
11 on the first, 7 on the second, so 18 points total. And with my bonus action, I should have done it first, but I'm fucking stupid. Look at that. I wrote it there in big letters. Cast Hex.
Wait, you're so dumb that you have to write down.
I'm only governing 2 characters right now.
It's a valid point. All right, Ford, that finishes you go. Jester and Caduceus, you guys are up.
Okay, then I'm going to use my bonus action to bring my spiritual weapon down and attack the one that is next to Bo, because it's dead.
It does get part of the way, but next round it can get down there.
Balls! What a stupid... Okay, I'm going to go up to the one that I'm going to... It's a tough decision here.
I know.
Spaced action.
I'm going to go to the one that is attacking Caduceus.
Okay, you can get 1, 2, 3. It's as far as you can get.
God damn it.
I'm fine.
Forget it. I'm going to stay where I am, motherfuck.
Swimming is half movement, unfortunately.
And I'm going to fucking use fucking stupid Toll the fucking dead on the one at Yasha.
That is 14.
Yep.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah.
12 points of bong damage.
You watch as the area on its head where there's kind of an armor shell that protects its face area kind of cracks a bit from the impact. You gonna move or stay where you are?
I'm gonna stay.
All right, that ends your turn then. Caduceus.
I'm going to turn invisible. I'm going to head around behind Jester, basically,
Okay.
or
It will-
next to
It will make an attack opportunity on you as
That's cool.
it sees you. 17 to hit.
That misses.
Woo!
So I'm going to activate the Shield of Retribution. 14 points of damage.
In fact, you see a flash in the shield and this bubble of energy kind of well up and then force it back with a sudden impact.
And I'm going to hold my actual action to do the same thing with Yasha again.
Cool, that ends your turn.
Yep.
Next up is their turn.
Oh boy.
The other one is stunned. That ends its turn. The one on Yasha is going to go ahead and attack twice. That's going to be a natural 20. The other one is a 17 to hit.
Both hit.
22 bludgeoning damage to her. Or 9 points bludgeoning damage, reduced to 4.
Okay.
And the tendrils begin to move towards her face. She needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
26.
She's dealt with harsher toxins than this. She doesn't even duck out of the way. She just takes it and kind of
Practically
doesn't have an effect. It burns and that ends their go. Yasha's up now.
Yasha's going to try and get to Red Lobster with 2 more swipes of the Magician's Judge. 16 to hit,
16 just hits.
times 2, so 38.
38 points of damage. How does Yasha want to do that?
Oh! Filet.
Drags it down the side of its body. She puts her foot up and using that, she pushes to the side and watches it just tears in half.
So many people leave so much good food in here.
3. She gets into that one there.
Could she get on his ass?
Yep.
Nice.
All right, that finishes Yasha's go. Bo and Knot, you guys are up.
Dope. I'm going to do like a kick off of the ocean floor, and I'm gonna jump and I'm gonna do an aerial over the two of them to land towards Ford, and as I'm upside down in the air, I'm gonna take my 2 attacks. That's 16 plus 17. I'm gonna try and stun him. 9.
Natural 1. So now he's stunned.
9. Jester just sees an arc of my blood through the water as I'm bleeding, and I cartwheel.
Second attack.
Natural 20.
6.
6 points of damage, alrighty.
Thank you.
Still have your bonus.
And flurry of bows. 16.
16 just hits.
Ah, thank you, bless. 10 damage? Yes, 17. 6 damage.
That ends your turn?
Yeah.
All right, Bo's done. Not.
Because I'm a rogue, I'm gonna go bolt, bolt, bolt. Fire. All right, first attack is 22.
That hits.
Second attack is 26.
That hits.
Third attack is 25.
So
22.
So the first one wipes it out. How do you want to do this?
I'd love the bolt to go out through its head and stop just shy of Ford's face.
Crap, fire!
And it kind of just.
Or alt. What? Tarnation?
All right.
Sweet molasses.
There you go.
So we'll take your next roll damage for the other 2.
Yeah, both were the same. Both were 7 points. That one also takes an extra 5 points of psychic damage from the goblin on its face.
Like it takes the impacts and spins around trying to look towards you, and it sees you, but then you're still on its face, and it's very confused.
It's a confusing fight.
All right, that finishes your turn, Not. Caleb, you're up.
Yeah, so I've been on my way over to that scrum over there trying to help, and I begin to weave magic missile again, and he is about to cast it, and the thing comes behind him, and just goes, whoa, and unleashes another one right behind him.
Alrighty.
Magic missile level 3, 15 total.
All right, that finishes your go, Caleb. 4, you're up.
I'm gonna cast.
This could be awesome.
I'm gonna grab Bo's arm and go, come on, first mate, and cast Thunderstep. Take the falchion and shove it into the bottom of the ocean.
So you watch as he slams the falchion in the ground. There's a blast of electrical energy and this force wave that and just immediately sucks in, and they're missing. They're gone. Where are you guys going?
We're gonna come to Caleb's aid right here.
10 damage as the water explodes and then sucks in. Finishes Ford's go. Jester, Caduceus, you're up. Caduceus, you reappear in your space.
Yep.
Oh, hi, Caduceus.
Hey.
I'm gonna move my spiritual weapon down to try to hit the one next to Yasha. 17.
17 hits.
Okay, 12 points.
How do you want to do this?
I'm going to use the spiritual weapon and try to just shove it into its mouth over and over again and say, eat it, it's good.
Back of its shelled head begins to crack before it splinters at the back. The spiritual weapon emerges from the back of its skull.
For my action, I'm going to say, oh, hi, Fort. And I'm going to jump up and land on its back next to me. And I'm going to cast Inflict Wounds. 24.
24 hits.
14 points.
14 points
of crab damage.
Bits of its shell to kind of break and flake off in areas. And shocks from the impact. Is that end of your turn? I believe it does. Caduceus, what are you doing?
I'm just gonna Sacred Flame this guy. Dex saving throw.
You
Dex
still
saving
have
throw.
it.
Natural 1.
All right, that's nice.
Yay!
7 points of damage.
Ending your turn, Caduceus, correct? All right, it's now its turn. And it's going to go all in on its original quarry, which is Caleb. It's 24 to hit.
You know, that hits.
15 points of bludgeoning damage, and you are grappled.
Yeah.
20 to hit.
Yeah.
11 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
So as it kind of slams both of its claws into you, it's like grabbing you from both sides of your torso and legs, pulling it apart as the pain hits in. It grabs you in towards its face, and the tendrils kind of lap around your head and neck area. Make a Constitution saving throw for me.
13.
So that would be enough to resist it.
Put it up top, Widow Gas.
A slight crooked little smile peeking out from underneath Frumpkin on my head.
Perfect. Ending its turn, Yasha's up.
Can she peek in the doorway?
Sure. She looks to the inside, and there, skitter. No, I'm kidding. Yasha's turn.
Yes.
Alrighty, top of the round, Bo and Nut.
I'm gonna take my staff for this one. I'm just gonna kind of between forward and get like, excuse me. +2, so 20. 7 damage.
7 damage.
And then the next one, missing. Definitely missing. Yeah, I guess I'll just punch it one more time.
All right.
The club punch.
Sorry. Try to reach through the crowd, grabbing its hair. Yeah. 14.
14 misses. Unfortunately, doesn't miss. You impact. You reach through and.
Yeah.
All right, that finishes Bo's go. Not you're up.
Actually, with one hand, I will take another swig of booze if I can, under the water somehow, and with the other hand, I'll fire.
There you go.
Natural 20.
Fucking amazing.
Is 23.
23. How do you want to do this?
I like the crossbow bolt to just kind of tickle Ford's ear as it whizzes by.
Side of your earlobe.
Sorry!
As the bolt enters the base of the creature's skull, and the creature just kind of stands there for a second.
Accidentally, because I rolled a natural 20, I shoot again.
This time you kind of like get out of the air.
That's the thing, it does it.
I don't know about believe it.
A few moments pass as you guys glance around the area to take in whether or not there's some danger.
Well, Caleb, you guys look bloody.
Does this look bad? Really?
Caleb pulls up and there's just claw piercings all along the ribs.
I think we should maybe rest a little bit.
Yeah, Caleb just sits down in the muck.
Actually, if we went inside, then at least anything that's swimming overhead with big teeth might not see us.
That's
easily.
true.
Great. Yasha, you see anything in there?
She kind of turns around. That was amazing.
No, I don't.
She looks back from the inside and goes,
As he tried to do it.
there's the lip, the lip quiver.